In this video, we are going to get a summary of the book Eat That Frog by Tracy. Fourth chapter, Consider the Consequences. Knowing the consequences of doing or not doing something is so critical. When we take action on tasks that are really important to we, it helps we to know what frog to eat next. When we think about our time, always need to be taken into consideration. Our attitude towards time has an enormous impact on our behavior in our choices. People who think long term tend to make a better decision about their time and activities versus people who give little thought to the future. Long term thinking improves short term decision making, and he says when we align the actions, we are taken today with vision for our future. We are more likely to achieve our long term goals. What are the potential consequences of doing or not doing something? If a task that our goal has the highest potential for reward on the return on investment, he says take action on that immediately. Eat that frog first. Keep ourselves moving forward by eating the biggest and ugliest frog first thing every day. That will help provide the biggest impact for we in the long run. The next thing he talks about in the book, the law of forced efficiency. This law says that there is a memory time to do everything, but there is always enough time to do the most important thing. Listing out our goals or prioritizing them and putting the most important task at the top of that list, because we are not going to have time to get it all done. He says we can't eat the tadpoles and all the frogs in the pond, but we can eat the biggest one. And that will be enough, because no matter how much we do, we will never be cuffed upon everything. So he says get that fantasy out of our head. Instead on our high priority goals and tasks that support those everything else great. We absolutely cannot do it all. So put the high priority goal on the top and focus on those, get those knocked out. They may be more difficult or they may take little bit longer, but they provide the biggest impact. That are the greatest return on investment for we. In the book gives us 3 questions that we can ask ourselves every day to achieve our maximum productivity. Question number 1 is, what are my highest value activities? What are the biggest ugliest frog I need to eat? Question number 2 is, what can I do and only I do that if done well will make a real difference on my life? And question number 3 is, what is the most valuable use of my time right now? And he says ask ourselves this question often time throughout the day. The more accurate our answer to this question, the easier it will be for we to set clear priorities to overcome the procrastination and to get started on that. One activity that represents the most valuable use of our time.